So today we are going to discuss about a Windows in a 10 Windows 10 we are doing, but in a Windows generally in Windows operating system file sharing, or we can say folder sharing, because we are accessing folder first, and inside a folder we are accessing. So we are sharing folder or a file sharing or folder sharing sharing concept. Okay. Different ways of sharing and accessing folders are there. I'm giving overview, and this is the a PPT link. Okay, so you can try to go through this link. So Windows network file sharing. So because of we are sharing files or folders through the network. Okay, so we need two systems for this practically to see. So what is this file sharing or a folder sharing? I have a system, so remote system is there. In this remote system, there is a data. So data contains, for example, my project files, or maybe I kept some documents which is useful for organization kind of stuff, right? So I have a data in a folder in this PCA, in a PC system. It can be a server or it can be a regular computer also. So other computers in the network want to access that data. So earlier days, to access the data, so you want to get the data, so you have to carry one pen drive or a floppy disk, copy into it, and connect here. So physically, you have to go from one place to another place. But we are having a network, so we can access through this network. How? First, this data should be shared using sharing. Okay, you have to share from here in this piece. And from this PC, we have to access the share folder using that PC's IP address or a name. Okay. So we have to access from our BPC. From BPC, I'm accessing means I should know PCA's IP address and username and password. If it is there, then only I can able to access this data. Okay. So I have a data. So I shared a data. So other devices in my network can able to access if they know my IP address, username, and password. Okay. So again, I will explain that one. So what are the requirements to know by other device to access? How to sharing is one thing, and how to access another part. Means from PCA side, we are going to share the data. But from PCB side, we are accessing the data. So you must know how to access the data through shared network. So make sure both are communicating. So both system must be communicate each other. So then only we can able to access. How to test? Both are communicating each other or not. Both IP address and all kind of stuff using ping test. Next, if any issue is there, pinging related issues. For example, you are getting a request timed out, unable to find, sorry, unable to reach destination. Destination not reachable. That kind of errors you are getting in a ping. So either it's a network related issue, IP address related issue. Maybe IP is not in the same network, wrong entry of IP address. So you have to check it first. Okay. So once you are make sure your network and your IP addresses are correct, good, then it can be a possible firewall is blocking at PCA or PCB side. The firewall may be blocking your connectivity. So 1 second, I will open this. Mm. 1 second, guys. I will bring the network connection. See, wired type. So because of my wire case. Okay. I start my machine. So my PCA kind of stuff. So then we can take it details. Where are we? So I am trying to make sure that I can able to communicate to this PCR NAT from both the sides, from A to B, B to A. Ping is successful means communication is good. Maybe maybe we'll get other issues maybe there, but ping is successful means the connectivity is good. Means you get a reply from the destination, means the physical connectivity, the connectivity is good. And your router IP is also good. Okay. So communication is there. But if you are getting a request timed out kind of stuff, so then maybe a connectivity, maybe an IP address related, wrong IP address you enter or not in the network related, or firewall, network firewall means sorry, software firewall is blocking your network, which is built inside your PC. Both are in same LAN, so not outside firewall. So with the built-in firewall is blocking your request. So if it is a firewall related, if you think it is a firewall related, you can disable the firewall and try. Or in the firewall, you can allow the ping request. Guys, what is the firewall? Firewall, you will decide whether it should be allow this network or not. For example, your firewall allow you to go to the packet, allow go outside. Once it is went for like it is sending a request to something, like you are pinging to someone. Okay, so it is packet will send and you will receive a reply. Okay, it's like a one-way direction, but if you go outside, you can come back. Okay, so you send a request, so it will accept the response as per your request. But someone is sending a packet from outside to inside, so your firewall will block it. So because you are not calling it, but it is coming. Okay, so like this firewall will work in a one single point. There is a lot of things about a firewall. Okay, application related firewall, it works based on not only just the network or IP address, application, protocols, services, The firewall will work in a different levels. In a OSA layer, almost from network layer, transport layer, up to application layer, it will work. Okay. So application level. So if you want to allow ping kind of request from outside to inside, so then you can allow them also. So I'm started with the troubleshooting only. So next one, this is how to disable the firewall. Go to control panel, go to Windows Defender and turn off the firewall. I can't do it in my physical machine. So why? Because of my firewall and my Windows Defenders overtake by the antivirus. So here it is. We cannot manage anything. It is automatically. These settings are managed by vendor application McAfee endpoint security firewall. So I cannot able to modify anything in a firewall stuff. Even I cannot able to click here. Advanced settings is okay, but remaining is can't be able to click. Okay. Yeah, this is open. Okay, but here you can see you can disable the firewall. So okay, mute. Next one is if in case, for example, you turn off the firewall, what happened? So no security, right? So you want to access, so then you turn off it. Like people are coming, ringing the bell. It's not allowing anybody to come inside. So you got angry. So your friends are unable to come inside. Okay, your friends are unable to come inside. So what you done? You remove the gate. You remove the lock. So what happened? Everything will come inside. And for example, you have a home, like so main gate is there. So if it is locked, then it is difficult to come inside. Right? So what you done? You unlock it and remove. You open the gate completely. Not only your friends, anybody can come. Even dogs will come, cows will come. That's buffaloes will come. Anything it will come inside, right? So that is a danger. So what we can be able to do it. So you want to allow only the ping request, not every request. Every request go through the firewall. So you can go to this to allow ping request in firewall. Go to advanced setting. Which setting I open here? So in this settings, go to inbound rules. Find out where is this ping related. Ping is a ICMP request. Okay. Find out where is that ICMP kind of stuff from here. This is network discovery. Echo ICMP. Any word you can search, you can try. Otherwise, you can see very easily. Core networking diagnostic echo request. So core means find out here it is core. Echo request IPv4 private domain like this. So it is policy is not enabled. Action is allowed. So you can try right click enable this rule. Okay. So action is block the connection. Then you have to allow the connection or allow the connection if it is secure. Okay, private, public kind of stuff. I'm not changing anything. Okay, so this is the way we can enable. So I just want a private. So enable the and it is allowed. So ping is okay. So if any network related issues, guys, first check with the ping. Based on the ping response, we can understand the connectivities. Sometimes you will get a request timed out. Even though connectivity is there, IP addresses are correct, but you are getting request timed out. Possibility it is firewall. Either disable the firewall or allow the ping request. Okay. So I go to inbound role. So then I select this echo request, and in a private it is allow. I let them in a private. So it is I enable that pulse. Still you are getting some problems. Then based on that also you can try to find it. So last class, one of the class I told. So I went to the device drivers. Finally, I accessed it. Okay. My system is up. Guys, understand ping related troubleshooting?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So I'm going to ncpa.cpl. Two connections it is showing. So I'm going to the first one because the first one is bridged one. Next one is NAT one. So this is my IP address 192.168.1.225. My this virtual machine C2, I make it as a PCA. Okay. So same concept. First of all, no, not this one. This is text is okay up to here. First. So here it is two computers, guys, PCA and PCB as an example. In a PCA means my virtual machine. PCA means my virtual machine. PCB means my physical machine. Okay. So PCA, what is PCA IP address? 192.168.1.225. The first thing is I have 1.225. So this is PCA IP address. 225. Next. What is my username here? C2 student1. PCS username is C2 student1. And password is admin@123 only. So compulsory, guys, PCA must have a password. So and the PCB. So from where I'm sharing? From PCA, from my virtual machine. PCB is my physical machine from where I am accessing the data. Okay. So my PC IP address. So here it is. Go to control panel, network and security. Network and internet, network and sharing center. I need this connection. This is 1.226. 1.226. Okay, last time when I told this class, that time it is when I was there. In my home with a different PC. So that's the IP addresses are different, names are different. So I gather, first of all, APC, where the data is there, from where it is shared, from where I am accessing, from PCB. PCB IP address is this, PCA IP address is there. Both are connected and both IP addresses are in a same network. And PCI username is c2.student1. The password is admin@123, which is I confirm by login. Otherwise, you have to check it once more. So first one is what we have to do, ping test. Ping test you have to do. From PCB to PCA and both the sides, like from PCA to PCB, I'm pinging. So at PCB, which is my physical machine. So I have to give ping command in the command prompt, ping PCA's IP address. PCA's IP address. What is that PCA IP address? Ping 190.168.1.225. So you have to make sure that can you able to communicate to the PCBA or not. So in my physical machine, I'm going to command prompt. I'm pinging to 192.168.1.225, which is my PC AS IP address. Request timed out. I have to wait last the 4 queries. Maybe it is either PCA problem or PCB problem. So we don't know, but I'm trying for a PCA request timed out. Connectivity is there, but still IP address is also typed correctly, but I'm getting request timed out. So I think it is a firewall related issues, either from in my PCA or maybe in a PCB. So what I'm doing is I am going to PCB. From PCB, I'm trying to ping. This is my PCB. Here I'm pinging to both side, both machines I'm able to access, right? So then I'm trying. So here it is. I can able to communicate from PCB to PCA. From PCA to PCB. At PCA, command prompt, what to do? Ping PCB's IP address. I done a ping 192.168.1.226. Okay. Ping success. Ping is success. So you know what is the output, right? So how do you understand ping is successful? Reply from destination is meaning is ping is successful. The reply is not there, just request timed out means one side to other side is not there. See, look at here. This is A, this is B. I try to access from B to A. So ping is not successful, request timed out. From A to B, ping is successful. Guys, understand this? One side communication, other side not communication. Are you confusing or what? Happen. Not at all understanding or somewhat understanding or not at guys, are you able to hear?
Yes, sir. Yes, got
Yes,
that
sir.
point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm able to send a ping request from B to A. Timed out. Okay, from A to B, ping is successful. I'm getting a reply from destination. So I am trying maybe because I cannot control, I can't change my PCB firewall. So I will try on a PCA firewall. So what I'm doing is This is, look at here, my name. Okay. So this is what I'm doing is /t. /t represent continuous pings. Okay, here it is. By default in a Windows, 4 queries only. By default in Windows, only 4 queries it will happen. We can control number of requests, but /t means unlimited, continuous. Still it is trying from here to there. So I'm also trying. First one is, we thought it is firewall. Go to control panel. In a PCB, I'm going to Windows Defender Firewall. Firewall is turned on. If you want to turn off the firewall, turn Windows Firewall on or off. Turn Windows Firewall on or off. Okay. Better I will focus on the content, not on the entire area. So where I went, go to control panel, Windows Defender Firewall, turn Windows Firewall on or off. You have to go to this place. Okay, so next click is this place. Ping from PCA to PCB is success, but from PCB to PC is not success. I'm getting request timed out. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to disable firewall at PCA or yellow ping request means echo request. ICMP protocol. At firewall. Okay, NPC. What I want to do at PCA, either disable firewall or yellow ping request. See, it is still blinking. Why it is blinking? How to turn now? Turn Windows firewall on or off. Turn off the firewall. Just click OK. But it is not recommended. That is not a recommended. We missed something. Oh, shit. This is we missed. First, you have to go to Control Panel, Windows Defender, then go to this tab. Next, you have to go to this tab, select these options, and click OK. Okay, so I went to Control Panel, Windows Defender, and there is a customize setting means turn on or off firewall settings. So turn off. So I selected this turn off part and turn off and click OK to turn off the firewall. For turning off the firewall. So just we'll see what will happen if I turn off the firewall. So firewall is turned off. Finally, firewall is turned off. Firewall is turned off. It is look like this. You can see it is not recommended, guys. Okay, it is not recommended. Firewall state is off. It is not recommended. Because firewall is supposed to protect your system or your network from external attacks. So you remove the protection. But look at here, I will try this one. I'm getting reply. Meaning is I'm able to communicate from my PCB to PCA. So firewall is, otherwise remove this one. See, now able to communicate. At PCB again. Into PCA. Factors. Now in success. But it is not recommended, guys. Okay. But what to do if in case you don't want to turn off the firewall? Do you understand, guys, how to turn off the firewall?
Yes, sir.
Turn off firewall, not recommended. So turn on back. How to turn on? Same thing, just turn on. Then OK. So select turn on. Then click OK. Same thing, Control Panel, Windows Defender, turn on or off Windows Firewall. But you have to communicate, no? So if you are a turn on, you are unable to communicate. So what to do? So then go to here it is. I've written clearly. So we have to go this one. That one only I'm writing here. So to allow ping request in firewall, go to advanced settings, inbound rules, search for a. So what I have to go? Advanced settings. Same thing. First of all, I have to go to advanced settings. Control panel, Windows Defender, advanced settings. Okay. Next, in advanced settings, so this is Windows Defender security. Select inbound rules, search core networking ICMP requests. Focus on this area. So go to inbound rules, search where this is located. Okay. And you can see policy is not enabled, but it is allowed. So you have to enable this one. So right click, enable the rule. Enable the rule. Which protocol, which network you have to enable to access, that much only you can give. So that is once you have to done, once you're done, what to do? Enable the rule. That is enabled. And it is showing yes. For private and domain also you can do it. But what is the difference between these two things? Four are there. So then check it. What is the difference? These two are IPv4. These two are IPv6. I'm using IPv4 network. So then I enable for IPv4. I'm in private network. I enable for a private. If I'm in domain network, I will enable the domain also. If I'm using IPv6, then also I will enable IPv6. Okay. You can observe this. Okay, enable for a private only, just private network. And it is showing yes. Done. Close. Close it. So I'm trying to ping from a PCB again. It is ping is successful. Check ping from PCB to PCBA. And my ping is successful. Okay, guys, understand how to enable only a specific protocol in the firewall into inbound rules.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Even though you don't do all these things in a regular time, even this concept is very useful in a various places. So this is all only troubleshooting we discuss and firewall related because we got an issue. So we learn the troubleshooting. If you don't get a issue, simple. Okay. So from all these things are a ping related only. So what I got here is request timed out. Being not success. So this side success. So we understand that one. We done some firewall related troubleshooting. So network is confirmed. Everything is good. Yeah. Now the point start that is a sharing. What you will do. We learn this much. So I will tell the starting story again. How to share, how to do, how to collect information. Take a 10 minutes break, guys. Just 10 minutes. Okay. Come back in 11:30. Just I want to make it split instead of continuous one. Okay. Check once again. If you have a time, then check once again what are the troubleshooting, network troubleshooting we have done in this scenario. And other troubleshooting also will comes later. Take small break. We'll start that.
Hello, sir.
Okay, sir.